and welcome back once again to our channel. My name is Kitty.
And I am Akofa.
So today we are looking at the issue of paternity test. Should it be legalized? Should it be mandatory?
No.
Is paternity by faith? Or should it be that the woman says, you are the father, so you are the father? Let's get into it. Okay, so in Ghana we've had issues of women taking care of children, men taking care of children that are not theirs. And this is not only limited to Ghana. We see a lot of it play out on the international market. So it's paternity by faith, or because you said, well, you are the father, so that's it. Or should it be mandatory that once a child is born, then we should do a DNA to determine fatherhood before the man's name is added to the birth certificate?
If the paternity test is free, why not?
Okay.
Why not?
Once you, doesn't it look like an insult to women?
It will solve a lot of problems. Okay, I will get to that. So the question of whether it should be made mandatory, I think it's unnecessary. But if it is free and you want to, why not? I like the free aspect of it.
Okay, but it might never be free.
Then it will, if it's not free, then it cannot be made mandatory. I don't want extra cost.
Okay.
Yeah. So whether paternity is by faith that because you are married, the children are yours, or because the woman says they are. You know, oftentimes, before even marriage, couples talk about the number of children they want to have and so on. So if you are having active sex as couples and you get pregnant, who do you tell? You tell your husband. Unless you, the lady, you have other men.
But so do we trust today's women? Studies have shown that the firstborn of most marriages are not for their husband.
It depends on the kind of marriage, whether the lady got pregnant before they got married, or perhaps they had issues with childbirth and poof, all of a sudden, So then you think that the woman went somewhere to have that. She was desperately in need, and trust me, those things have saved lots of marriages. Just that they did it through immoral, unfair,
and sometimes the man doesn't know. So what you don't know does not kill you.
What you don't know does not kill you. So, but being serious, I think marriage couples should trust each other. We are married, I get pregnant, you don't have to blink, it's yours. But if you, the man, you know that you are infertile, you cannot have children, then that is where you now suspect. Then you have the reasonable, doubt, or you, in your own right, go in demand for a paternity test, because it will be more. I don't want to use the word, I don't want to say suicidal, but it will be more damning. It will be more damning for a man to know that, to realize that 20 down the lane, the child that he's invested in.
Some high level wickedness.
That is the word, high level, terribly unforgivable. But you beyond underneath these things, it made the marriage work. It gave you the peace, the serenity, the sanity to move on. But he needs to know.
I think that on the score of whether you can have children, say that if a man is infertile, right, or low sperm count, you can have kids. They can talk about it and have a sperm donor. Definitely not in Africa.
In Ghana,
that looks like something
real.
That it's quite
modern, foreign to us.
Foreign to Africa.
Very, very foreign.
But the man might be open to it if he's very keen on pleasing society.
You know, we are all selfish human beings.
Yeah.
If
But
I were
if he's
married,
the one with the problem, it's easy if it's the woman with the problem. Because if it's the woman with the problem,
he can leave you and go for another one.
but even that one, if he doesn't
And it
want
has
to,
happened. Don't we all know people? I know somebody.
Yeah. But even if he doesn't
Painfully.
want to leave,
Yes.
and he proposed to the woman that let's get an egg donor, we women tend to be more
Open. Of course. If when you are the problem, why not?
To be more open
Yes.
to other
options.
Yeah. But the man, I feel like he's just going to keep quiet, and because he knows society will take it out on the woman, he'll just keep quiet and hope that society goes for the woman and kill her.
Sadly.
Society goes for the woman and just destroy all that, whatever.
It's left of her.
Oh yeah. So
a fragile, person.
So that's it with that. But then going out of the marriage, even if the man is fertile,
if the man is fertile and you go out, then it's adultery.
Yeah, but
clearly.
But we cannot say that women are not doing that.
Women are doing it, but don't bring pregnancy home and give it to the man. That is more wicked.
And one thing that a lot of people don't know is they think that when women, especially the young, like when you hear stories, when women are married, they run out of options. No, married women get proposed to a lot. That's what people don't know. So if a married woman wants to step out, she can step out.
Yeah.
Knowing this and knowing that it's happened, should DNA be?
If it's free, fine.
Will you allow it? If your husband comes to you today and say that I have doubts, will you say that okay, do a DNA?
So it will depend on my mood whether I feel insulted and disrespected. Yeah. But otherwise, I want to find out what he's thinking, right? You know, the deeper meaning, what he thinks. Then I can just say, okay, then if we go and they are kids for insulting me, I want a brand new vehicle. You have to compensate me.
If you do a DNA, if I tell you that it's your child, and you say no, it's not yours, and you do a DNA, me and the child, we are gone.
You buy me a brand new vehicle.
You have to believe that I am saying that it's yours. So with me, it's by faith. Because I have told you that it's your child, it's your child.
Yeah. But we know several families. We won't mention names here. Public figures, noted personalities who have regretted, they have remarried in their old age.
They could have actually
one accomplished was a footballer, let's not mention names, and actors and actresses and all that. They had to now
they actually have a lot of strength, a lot of courage to start over.
So with it, whether it should be made, if you want mandatory, it should be free. Otherwise, then I will oppose. I won't
if
spend
it's
my
free,
money.
will you allow it?
If you want to, so that there will be peace in the house. Perhaps you are holding something back. Perhaps you are holding something back. The 1,000 cedis more you don't want to spend because you have doubts. The 2,000 cedis more, the trip abroad, the air ticket that you don't want to because you have doubts. Let's do it and give your all. You may never know why some couples don't give their 100%
or even pay attention to them.
Yes, you may never know.
Someone told me that men are not much vested in their children because they know that in their old ages, children tend to pick their mothers over them, lean towards their mothers over them. So that is what basically stopped men from, because they know that whatever they do.
The reward for being motherhood.
No, I think that the position is even wrong, because if you build a connection with someone, there is nothing that is going to destroy that connection.
And because they are going to tilt the land,
they are not creating the connection.
They are not creating, the connection.
Anyway, men, you just have to take it like that. Those kids are yours. But if you have doubts and you have the money, then you can do a DNA. But at the end of the day, if you have a cute child, just love the child. After all, we love strange people and we provide for strange.
You know, on that note, oftentimes, when, there is maybe illness or sickness, this blood, this, and the children get to know.
Yeah.
They want to know their real parents. They might even disown you.
Yeah.
Before you know it, all of a sudden there is this interest, obsession with who their parents are, and they need to know, and perhaps they even want to change their name.
Absolutely.
Ingratitude.
I've heard some on radio.
Yes, so
the man looked after
for
3
me,
kids.
Go on, please.
They all want their father now.
For me, if the man, the couple, especially the man, because which woman will say, I want to know the paternity when you carried the child.
Oh, yeah.
So if the man wants to, let me personalize it. If my husband just walks up to me and say, you know what, these children, they don't look like me, so I want paternity tests. And I'm giving 2 scenarios. And I am innocent, of course, I'll feel disrespected and insulted. Yeah. I may not walk away, but you will buy me some. You have to compensate me for the foolishness. Yeah. You will compensate me for the foolishness. But if I am guilty, it won't happen. It won't happen.
A drama will occur.
Drama will get and run away with them. How dare you?
How dare you?
The best way to defend is to attack. So, yeah.
Get a paternity test if you want to. If you have doubts, it's important, get it. But other than that, women, let's be honest. I mean, what is and going outside your marriage and all those just destroying lives of innocent people.
Yeah.
And men, it's hard, but I don't have an advice for it.
Give it to God. Love each other, respect each other, be there for each other. Let's, treat each other as we want to be treated.
Absolutely. I agree.
With love and respect.
I agree. And truthfulness.
Yeah.
Alright, so see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.